And we sort of came to the conclusion at the end of it that there really is no, at this stage, no law that tells you when will complexity inevitably increase, how do we square it with the second law of thermodynamics. The point being that in the very far future of the universe, if we believe that it will be dominated by dark energy, things will become very simple again. So in the beginning was simplicity, at the end will be simplicity, and this glorious period of rising richness and complexity that we're all thriving off, that's the source of our own existence. That this is a transitory phase of an otherwise rather depressing story about the universe as a whole. I don't think that's the last word by any means, but I mention it as one of the unsolved problems for the future. Now, inevitably, we would tie this arrow of time and the origin of that arrow to the origin of the universe itself. And at the time I went to Cambridge, a very popular, if not the dominant theory of cosmology was a very well steady state theory. A universe that had no beginning and no end. That as the universe expands, in the steady state theory, matter is continually created to fill in the gaps, and new galaxies form and so on. And on average, at each epoch, over billions or trillions of years, everything was very much the same. But it was, I went to Cambridge at the time when it was being displaced by the Big Bang Theory, the discovery of the cosmic background heat radiation, and then the issue was, well, can the universe just pop into being from nothing at all? And the Hawking-Penrose singularity theorems were directed to addressing that question: can the universe just sort of pop into being as if by magic? And this remains an issue because, either the universe did come into existence a finite time ago, or it didn't. But if it didn't, well, there's all the problem of what happened before it, and if that goes back to minus infinity, the problems of an eternal universe. If you don't have a steady state theory or eternal inflation, which is a reinvention of the steady state theory, then you have to contend with the universe coming into being from nothing. And incidentally, just to make this point, you don't explain something just by saying it's always been there. You see, that's the problem. You still have to account for why that thing is opposed to something else.